This is 2048. It's simple, it's addicting, and for a fella like me, it is way too easy. Let's make it better. So jumping into it, instead of doing the smart thing and fleshing out a complex design document with mock-ups, descriptions, the smart thing to do, I got right into building it. Now if you're a nerd and you want to know my tech stack, pause the video and read like a nerd. Alright, you back? So my first task was getting a basic app up and running. Oh, desk review, nice. And there it is, baby's first app, a counter. Then I had to get 3D up and running. This was about as easy as getting the app up and running, but it took me a bit longer because I was making a very stupid mistake. So without further ado, here it is, a spinning cube. The spinning cube isn't exactly 2048, so I knew I had a long way to go, and I did need some direction. So here is the design doc for the game. Number 1, 2048, easy. The base of the game, the foundation. Number 2, move counter. I don't know, I've just always wanted this one, and the version of 2048 that I play doesn't have one. Finally, number 3, sauce tiles. The way I envisioned these working is like a normal game of 2048, but occasionally, instead of a 2 or a 4 tile spawning, you'll get a sauce tile, which, when you tap on it, has some impact on the game, like letting you swap 2 tiles. With this in mind, after 5 hours of programming, I had this. Okay, it sucks, but for me, this was great progress. It was responding to my swipes, and even though it was incorrect, it was shuffling tiles around. For real though, the first major milestone was this. I fixed the sliding directions, the animations are snappier, blocks don't just appear in from the void and instead grow into the scene, and the numbers 2 through 2048 all have a different color. So in my game design doc, I'm calling this step done. And real quick, I wanted to point out this 72-line match statement, which manually handles every case for a swipe code. I'm not exactly proud of it, I should have written the algorithm out, but hey, if it's good enough for Sans Undertale, it is good enough for me. Next up was adding the move counter, which is a UI element, so I figured now would be a good time to add the other UI pieces, like the reset button, scoreboard, and the man of the hour, the move counter. I know they're all just boxes and text right now, but this is a 3D modeling channel, and it's coming, I swear. Please don't leave. Finally, I started to add the sauce tiles, and I envisioned 4 sauces for my game. Time freeze sauce freezes the move count and prevents tiles from spawning for 2 turns. Remove sauce lets you tap on a tile and just remove it from the board. Swap sauce lets you tap 2 tiles and make them swap places. And finally, de-randomizer sauce makes it so that only 2s spawn for the next 5 moves. But Patrick, why are they called sauce tiles? Well, I'm glad you asked. I wanted a unique name that wasn't 2048 2048, so I went with 2048. It's 8, like eating, so I needed a food and I chose a burger. So if the tiles are burgers, then you need to put sauce on them, hence sauce. I wanted to take advantage of the fact that it's 3D, so I made each number a different layer of burger. For 2, bottom bun. 4, pickles. 8, lettuce. 16, burger patty. 32, cheese. 64, onions. 128, tomatoes. 256, bacon. 512, avocado. 1024, fried egg. 2048, top bun. For the art style, I was inspired by the canonical 3D mobile games of my youth, like Cross Hero, and I went with like a low poly voxelish style. I also added the number on top of each of the ingredients to make it very clear what you were adding. The final pieces of art I had to make were the sauce tiles, and I went for ranch for freeze, hot sauce for remove, honey mustard for swap, and mayonnaise for the de-randomizer. I added them to the game, and I landed with this first real version. It was ugly and slow, and while there were ways that I could optimize it by using instances or merging the geometry, this was day 8 of what was supposed to be a 7-day project, so I decided I just had to get it done and changed all of the art in the game instead. I feel that this new and improved version, along with running faster, captures the vibe I wanted much better than the original. With all of my goal features created, I decided to call this one done. To be honest, it wasn't exactly how I wanted it to end up, but I definitely learned a bunch making this app, and it's got me excited to make games, so expect at least one more game coming soon. Thank you so much for watching to the end. If you're interested in VFX, maybe go ahead and check looking on this video. Otherwise, on your way out, go ahead and drop a subscribe. Bye now.